Alright guys, so today I am going to finally get around to repotting these two Phalaenopsis that have been in these blocks of foamy stuff that's not really good for them. You can't really get that much oxygen to the roots. These were obviously meant to be, oh hey there tapeworm, how's it going, bud? I figured I'd show you guys my animals quickly. Some of them at least. Anyway, these are kind of just meant to be temporary gifts. They were flowering at one point, that's when they sell them, and then person doesn't know how to take care of the plant, and the plant then dies, and this is just a cheapo gift, but it's still a living plant. So I'm going to repot these guys. Don't worry about that. I got some actual epiphyte medium. It's the leca or clay balls with some bark. This is actually old snake bedding, so there's got to be some animal waste in there that'll act kind of as a natural fertilizer. I've got some nice clean pots that are, oh, there's a crack in that pot, but it should be fine, that are slightly larger than the pots these orchids are in. So what I'm going to want to do first is get the orchids out of the pots. How can I position this? Oh, there we go. So I'll get the orchid out of the pot. And now I want to get this foam garbage away from the roots. Bring my trash can over. Trash can. Yeah, it's a leaky bag. I'll just leave it in there. So let's see. That root doesn't look healthy. Let me see if I can pinch it off. So there's the live green velamen, which is the outer layer of roots. That helps the plant absorb water, because in nature, this would be dripped to a tree, and anytime rain would hit it, water would be in these swollen cells to be pulled up by the plant. So I finished off the dead portion, just to avoid rot entering the living roots. I don't know how susceptible this particular plant would be to that, but it can be a problem if you're not careful. So let me start pulling away this foam. It seems to break apart quite easily. I'm definitely going to want to vacuum this carpet off after this process. Now the roots are coming free. You want to be gentle with the roots, but you do want to make sure that they are kind of cleared of old stuff that might inhibit oxygen flow to them, because these roots do need a good amount of oxygen in order to grow and survive. Okay. So I got my orchid out of all that foam, and I'm just kind of visually inspecting some of the stuff there. Now I want my pot. I want to put a small amount of the medium in now. Some of it's on my floor now. I want to put the orchid into the pot. It fits fairly snugly. There is still some space for the roots. Now what I want to do is add the soil and shake the pot so that the material goes in between all these roots. Let me pick up the stuff that fell on my floor, and I'm just going to continue this process. Sometimes when I do this, I also lift up on the orchid a little to aid in that potting mix going around the roots into all the crevices in here, because the roots do need to have contact with something hard in order to be functional. I want to shake it a few times. Shaken orchid syndrome. Make sure I get enough medium around the top there. You don't need to completely bury the roots in the medium. However, I like to add a little bit more than less, just because it gives the pot some stability, and also it accounts for if I kind of spill some of the medium out, because I am a bit messy. So I got one done. Now we'll do the next. And it's basically the same process. I might save these pots for later. I won't worry too much about that right now. Tapeworm is just like, what are you doing? I gotta feed you later, man. Anywho. Let me get this off. Oops. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. Now, if I were seriously into doing stuff on YouTube, I might use the coronavirus relief money to get myself some better equipment for filming and recording. However, I have a couple other things that are a bit more important than making a video and putting it on YouTube. It's not that I don't like YouTube, it's just that I don't intend to be a serious YouTuber, if you will. My videos are mostly for reference, for myself and others who I send the links to, and a few people who just happen to cross my channel and follow it now. Okay. I'll put that in. Now. Same process. I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just lay this out on newspaper instead of on your carpet so you don't make a mess? Well, one, I don't really get the newspaper. I don't bother to read the newspaper, and I don't like wasting paper. And two, the only function that putting newspaper down serves is to allow you to not have a mess on your floor or carpet. And it's not that I'm going to keep the mess on my carpet, it's just I'm fine with having to come back and vacuum it off. It's not like I have that much else to do at this time. Alright. So, they are now repotted. They're set to go. What I will do is... Yeah, we got a little bit of a mess, but that's easy to pick up with a vacuum. I'm going to let these guys sit like this for 2 or 3 days before I actually water. Just in case I've done any damage to the outer layers of the roots. You don't really want to put too much water over a root wound. You want to kind of let it heal up for a few days first. That's at least what they say. I don't know if it would have that profound of an impact, but I just don't want to take any chances. The plants won't die from a few days without water. So there's that. Stay tuned for more updates. I'm going to go devernalize some of the calopogons later. I should take a video of that as well.